fascinating first episode. I was not expecting all of that to be taking place in this first episode. Honestly, like I mentioned at the beginning of the series, I had forgotten what the series was about. I didn't read the synopsis. All I could really remember was that there's gonna be some time traveling elements that's being incorporated in this series. That's as much as I knew about the series, but I wasn't expecting for all of that to be given to us in the first episode right out of the gate. This was such a long first episode. They really packed so much. There's a lot that went down. I have a lot of questions. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little confused regarding some of the parts in this episode. But seriously, the beginning of this episode had no business being that scary. I was contemplating whether or not I should stop watching because I was genuinely terrified. I'm filming this at night and I had to turn off most of the lights because I didn't want it to distract from the reaction. So it is already dark in this apartment while I was reacting to this series, and then the first 20 minutes of the series gave me spooky, and I am easily terrified. I don't like scary movies. I cover my eyes when I am forced to watch scary movies. It's not my thing, you know, I just get easily spooked. So when the beginning of the series started to give me that feel, I'm like, I don't know, I don't think I should be watching this right now. Maybe I should wait till tomorrow when it's daylight. It was unexpected, but I'm glad that it didn't last the entire episode. But seriously though, the old school house, the music, the sound effects, the visual effects, they did all of that in the beginning of this episode. And like I said, I was genuinely scared, and I guess that was the kind of vibe they were going for. So I guess in a way it worked, at least it worked for me. But I wonder who is this person or these people who seem to be haunting him, or not necessarily haunting him, but who are these people he's seeing in his dreams. I don't know who these people are, where they're coming from, but I'm very intrigued. It might just be him, but I don't know. I'm really curious as to how far he's been able to travel back in time, and why specifically this timeline that he was able to travel to, and more importantly, what part of the past and what year is it? I need to know. He kept wanting to ask what year it was, but they kept getting distracted, or he wasn't given like a straightforward answer. But I really want to know, what year is it? Because it looks pretty back in time. But I really love this concept, and I've always wanted to watch a series that incorporates this element where a character from the present time gets transported to the past, where he's viewed as the odd one because of the way he's dressed and the way he's talking and the way he's acting. So the fact that this series gives me exactly that, where Jom gets sent back in time so far back that he is viewed as the odd one, I'm already invested. But from what I've seen so far, and from what I've heard from many people that have seen this series already, that this series does not disappoint. So I'm very excited to see more. But I really felt bad for the main character, Jom, because he just seemed like he had gone through so much in this episode, from being lonely and being alone and waiting for 2 years, only to be cheated on and to be dumped for a chain-smoking pregnant chick, to being taken advantage of, being beaten up, and sadly being involved in a really terrible car accident, which I'm still surprised as to why he was able to survive that and how he didn't die from it. So, or did he? I don't know, don't tell me. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he's gone through so much. So in a way, I guess him being transported to this timeline where he is currently in now, I think is shielding him from what was hurting him in his timeline, if that makes sense. But then again, is he really from that timeline, or does he really belong to this past? I don't know, I'm like confusing myself right now. But I need to see the second episode to get a better understanding of where things are. So I am very intrigued and very excited to see more. I'm already confident that I'm going to enjoy this series because I have heard so many good things about this series. I have yet to hear somebody say anything negative about this series. But anyway, that is it for us today. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your time. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss my next video. Until then, I will see you later.